What's up, guys? Ranger here, and I'm back with another reaction. This time I'll be reacting to the other brand new Mickey cartoon, which is Wish Upon a Coin. And some other people have been telling me, please react to this cartoon as well, so let's go ahead and get on with it, shall we? Now, I'm just going to start back. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. Start the video in 3, 2, 1, click. Ooh. When you wish upon a coin. Oh my gosh, Snow White! Oh my, I love this so much already. Oh my gosh, Mickey and Minnie. Oh my gosh.
Know a secret? Well, I'm not gonna tell.
But we are standing by your wishing well.
And there was my heart. That was so freaking cute. Goofy?
That's all you have to do. And if you hear it
Ow.
Your wish will soon come true.
Wait.
The wishes are gone.
Oh my gosh, the seven.
If those coins don't stay in that well, our wishes won't come true. In fact, nobody's wishes will. We have to get them back.
I love this so much. Ow. Oh gosh.
What happened?
I tripped on a dwarf.
Sit on a dwarf too.
No.
Sit on a dwarf?
No.
Click on a dwarf.
Oh, God.
Bashful.
Mickey, go get the wishes. I'll calm the crowd.
Oh yeah, right.
I love this cartoon. I love this cartoon so much.
All mine.
Not for long, you rotten wish burglar.
Oh, ooh, I like the car.
Whoa.
I love that old car. Ooh, pretty. Okay.
Coochie coochie coo.
Who's driving? Yeah.
The wishes.
I had a flash. All the hugs. That'll work. I had flashback to.
I think everybody needs a big spoon.
Oh my!
Sugar. You need to wish upon a star. A dream is a wish your heart.
Oh my! Okay! Whoever wrote this, thank you! You are a genius! I love this old car, man. I want that. Oh my gosh!
Those wishes. Oh, Mickey, you did it.
What the f- Never mind, I'm not even gonna- How? What? Okay, that'll work.
Oh, Mickey,
I'm not even gonna question it.
everyone's wish come true.
And you're my wish come true.
Aww. Aww, that's adorable. Look at me! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Make sure I'm still recording here. Paul, you glorious, beautiful person! Okay, let me clarify. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Okay. Storyboard, William Rice. Okay. Written by Derek Bachman, Aleki T. Graft, William Rice, Paul Rudish, and Dave Wasson, or Wasson. All of you beautiful people! This, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this is freaking amazing. Oh my this was like a mashup of everything, of so many different Disney genres. Oh man. Walt would absolutely love this. I honestly believe that Walt would love this if he could see this today. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I can understand why some people were telling me, please watch this. Someone put a comment that told me to watch the last cartoon because there was so much nostalgia in it. I see what you mean. This was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, there was so much to take in this cartoon. First of all, it had very much the classic Disney storybook vibe going on, with like the music, with like, I mean, now the fact that it opened with Snow White in this style of animation was such a throwback to Snow White, and I mean. I mean, it was beautiful. This is okay. First, oh my gosh, there's so much to say about this, and my mind is going in so many different directions. Okay, first off, taking one step at a time. I love the throwback, or the reference to Snow White, and then that moment whenever Snow White whenever Mickey and Minnie go running through and the puddle just splashes her. I mean, that was awesome. I mean, not saying, I mean, I do like Snow White, yes, but it was so funny. I mean, it was just so out of place. It was glorious the way that it worked in there. And then to have Mickey and Minnie singing right there. I mean, it was just beautiful. I mean, you know, like that, you know, cute, adorable whirlwind romance with them was just really adorable. And then, like, I mean, it was so much. I mean, I love that sort of little aspect of it, like their story. And they try to make a wish, and then suddenly, boom, Pete comes out of nowhere, and it transforms from like a Disney film into a typical Mickey cartoon. I mean, into the typical story of a Mickey that you would see in a Mickey cartoon, or especially a Disney comic, especially a Mickey comic. Pete just takes the coins and just takes off with them. And I mean, it's typical sort of, you know, blundering villain style, you know, like low rate villain style to do, you know, like a low rate crime deal. But for Pete, it works. And pardon me. And then he just takes off. And then suddenly Mickey and Minnie, you know, they have to go off and get the coins. And I love that. I mean, in that moment, I really had my hopes that Mickey and Minnie would actually work together on that. And so I will admit, I was just a bit disappointed that Minnie didn't get to work with Mickey on that. But still, I'm really glad that Minnie actually got to do something instead of just stand idly by. And so I'm really glad for that. And then the use of Minnie, how that they used her for this was just awesome. So, I mean, it was a redeeming factor. It was very much a redeeming point. So I did like that. But, I mean, like, the chase with Mickey and Pete, it was very quick, of course. There could have been a lot more done. But, you know, this was like a 3-minute cartoon. So, I mean, there wasn't really much to... Okay, 3-minute, 46-second cartoon. So there wasn't really a whole lot to go with. But it worked out great. I love the old car that they used. That looks like, what, a 1930s? That looks very, like, the animation for that particular car looks very much like the older car, the car that you would see typically in, like, Goofy's Freeway Troubles, or, there was another Goofy cartoon from the 1940s, 1940s or 50s. I believe the late 40s. And, I mean, it was a typical kind of design for the cars back in the 40s. And so I'm really glad that they put that element in there. It worked for Pete to have like an old classic convertible. So I'm really glad they put that in there. Very classic. It worked fine. Love the design. I mean, I'm a classic car nut, so yes, of course I'm going to love it anyway. And then they also worked in, and then how that Mickey, I mean, captured Pete there, or how Mickey got the coins back. It was really cool. Honestly, I'm really glad that they didn't, or like completely destroy the car or show it like being completely wrecked. But anyway, then like the references Minnie made right there: "Wish upon a star," "Spoonful of sugar," "A dream is a wish heart makes," so Minnie references, and like, oh my gosh, to have Minnie, like, the Disney gal. Like, to me, Minnie is the Disney gal. I mean, she was, like, she might not officially be considered a Disney princess, but to me, she is like the Disney queen, pretty much, because she, I mean, Minnie is like, to me, the Disney gal. I mean, Minnie came before all the princesses, so to have Minnie make the reference to like Disney's history is just absolutely mind-blowingly freaking awesome. And then, I mean, the moments. I mean, that one line, Minnie, I tripped on a dwarf. Oh my gosh! Only in a Disney cartoon could you get away with that. Only in a Disney cartoon could you get away with that. I love that. That was just so freaking awesome. And then, like, Minnie saying that about she will calm the crowd, and seeing the dwarves running around. Oh my gosh. And then Goofy. And then that moment whenever Minnie, like, sees Goofy panicking, and then she, like, bites her finger. I mean, it was that moment where you realize, I mean, she realizes maybe she's been off more than she can chew. Especially with Goofy. And then, like, it was really cute to be able to see, like, Minnie relying on Mickey for that, you know, like, really hoping. I mean, it was sort of like, you know, like going back to, like, the older Mickey cartoons. Yeah, I mean, especially, or, like, you know, typical, you know, like, of, like, the Disney cartoons, the Disney comics. It was really cool to be able, you know, to be able to see the essence within there. And then, pardon me. And then, finally, whenever Mickey comes back, he calls Minnie Toots, which I'm so glad, because it's been a while since we've heard Mickey call Minnie that. I'm so glad they brought that back. You know, the pet names. I'm really glad they brought that back. And then Mickey and Minnie kiss right there, and, like, he sets Minnie up on Pete, who is the stallion, and right off into the sunset. Oh my, I mean, like, typical. I mean, it was just like Snow White. I mean, you see Snow White, and then the dwarves get their hair. Oh my gosh! That was freaking awesome. And then, like, then the happily ever after ending. Oh my gosh. This, I have to say, I have, like, basically every single one of the Mickey Minnie ones, one of these cartoons are my favorite, but this one probably just skyrocketed to my top favorite list, not just because of the romance in it, but because of the random awesomeness that this has. And, I mean, just the craziness and the awesomeness. I love this. This is awesome. I mean, this is so, I mean, the nostalgia for this is just amazing. The references, the throwbacks, it's just so amazing. I honestly believe Walt would absolutely love this. Walt would be cracking up laughing. I really believe. And this is just freaking amazing with how that it is. I absolutely love this cartoon. I see why people wanted me to react to this. I absolutely love this cartoon. There's so much going on in it. Literally, it takes more than one watch to just catch, or, I mean, to actually catch everything. And so, I apologize for the very long rant, but, I mean, that was my analysis of this particular cartoon. And like I said, I mean, I know the chances of anybody that, you know, that worked on this cartoon watching this, but, you know, to everybody that worked on this cartoon, to Disney, to everybody, thank you so much for this cartoon. Thank you so much for these new Mickey cartoons in general, for the entire brand new Mickey series. Absolutely love it. Please continue with these cartoons. It's amazing, and hopefully maybe we might actually get to see maybe a series of these cartoons, maybe like a full-blown series in the future. So, again, I absolutely love this cartoon. It's freaking amazing. I mean, I really have nothing negative to say about it. I mean, there was so much put into it within the short time span, and it was random, but then again, it was a cartoon, and, I mean, it was just amazing. I absolutely loved it. There was so much comedy gold in this. So, again, to everybody that worked on this cartoon, everybody, thank you so much for putting so much effort and putting so much heart and passion into this cartoon, into these cartoons in general, and into bringing these characters back into the modern era, which, I mean, we need more of. And to everybody that requested that I do these cartoons, thank you guys again so much. I really see why you wanted me to do these. So thank you guys for that. And everybody, thank you guys again for watching. And if you actually watched or listened to my rant up to this point, thank you as well for putting up with my craziness. And thank you guys again for joining me. And I will see you guys again next time with the next video that I do. Take care.